all these years and I still can't get my head around what Augustine did. Sacrificing her whole team. And for what? What did our blood pay for? Oh, Commander. Thought you were Val. Glad to see you up and ambling about. And not, human stew. Seems so. Better luck next time, I guess. You know, when I first learned some of the escape pods made it away from the station, I'd hoped. I did search for you, Commander. Just as soon as I was able. Might be you're giving me more grace than I deserve, but either way, thank you. So then, I gather Val's described our state of affairs?
Confirmed. The commander has received a full briefing on the following topics: the invasion of Arcadia, the Rift, and Agent DeVries's survival.
DeVries. Would have been better if she joined the dead. I figured she'd done just that until I got the alert that she brought down the Earth Directorate satellite. If she's of a mind to, she could use the information on that thing to destabilize the Rift and destroy Arcadia. She was one of us, Commander. It's our responsibility to stop her. It'll be an adventure. Funny how often you seem to stumble into those. She's gone to ground now, but as part of her original undercover mission, DeVries was inserted at the Vox relay station on Paradise Island. She'd have followed protocol, established a safe room there. Wager that's where we'll find clues as to her present plans and whereabouts. From your lips written into law. Just to be clear, I'm not saying we're strolling up to the Vox station and knock nicely. The Vox is highly restricted and heavily defended. It'd be a death sentence. We might ought to explore the island first, find out what we can. The satellite alert pinged DeVries' tracker in a town, name of Fairfield. Wasn't nowhere clear as yours, so we need to poke around a bit. Doubt she's there now, but it seems a better place to start than insulting her protectorate communications hub. Ought to bring Val with us when we leave. She might not look it, but she can be fearsome in a fight.
Records indicate that lockboxes, such as the two housed in this dispenser, were originally part of a failed smuggling operation. Special lockbox keys are needed to open them. After discovering the first lockbox, Agent Ibarra installed this dispenser to house additional lockboxes, which may be located throughout the colony. Unfortunately, due to a jam, the dispenser is currently inoperable. Agent Ibarra deprioritized its repair in order to focus on rescuing you, Commander. Tampering may result in damage to the container's contents. Theorizing. Extracting the contents from the first lockbox may disencumber the dispenser. allowing it to return to normal operations. This unit has an advanced decryption key that can open the first lockbox, Commander. Agent Ibarra updated this unit's security protocols following an incident of minor exposure. This unit is currently forbidden from unlocking containers, safes, and bathrooms in use. Helpful addendum. Scans also indicate an Anti's Choice dematerializer within the first lockbox, which you may find useful in the discreet disposal of bodies, Commander. An Earth Directorate agent prepares for all eventualities, including but not limited to unpremeditated murder. Additionally, the second lockbox's contents may contain parts to upgrade your Valerie unit. Upgrades are recommended to improve your experience of Valerie. Please do not attempt physical intimacy with your Valerie unit. This unit may suffer occasional wear and tear in the course of performing its operations. Routine maintenance is required. Acknowledged. An upgraded Valerie unit will boost the team's overall level of effectiveness by an estimated 87.3%. Please be on the lookout for any additional lockboxes, which may be stored here for your convenience. Congratulations on your acquisition of the dematerializer. The dispenser is now functioning normally. Your ability to conceal homicides has also been increased by 85.9%.
See that thing in the sky there? That'll be the Vox relay.
Vox stations serve as key communication hubs for the Protectorate. Unauthorized visitors are likely to be shot or hanged on sight.
The rest of sounding glib, that ain't a good sign.
Correction. The sign seems to be functioning nominally.
Can't say the same for the trooper.
Confronting threat. Health benefits available at your request.
Give the order, and I'll take care of him, Commander.
Company. Must be from that ship on the landing pad.
Whoa there, go-getter. Welcome to Fairfield, now under the new and improved management of Auntie's Choice. I'd usually ask if you were affiliated with the previous regime, but you lack the bewildered gaze of a yay-saying protectorate subject. Even so, going to have to ask you to identify yourself. Still a war on and all. Earth Directorate, huh? Like, from the serials? Thought Arcadia was outside your jurisdiction. Any folk native to this place sure wouldn't have ever heard of you. End of the day, we let most anybody in. Bottom line's all we care about is our bottom line. That'll be all. Unless you got any questions before you're on your way. As I've never heard of her, can't say I can. Seems like Minister Milverstreet knows everybody, though. Probably ask him. Anything else? I'm away from the landing pad? Had a convoy out that way. They're overdue. See any sign of them? Damnation. I had a friend on that detail. He always carried this, keepsake. You didn't happen to find it, did you? Well, never too late to start. Plunder's plunder, Auntie always says. Them Protectorate drones been a serious menace of late. Heard Trooper Faulkner shot a few. You find a way to put a stop to them, there's a bounty for it. Bounty terminal's out next to the jail, across from the bar. Just down the lane here a spell. You get to Town Hall, you passed it. What? You been in hibernation or something? We're here to bring the free market's liberation to the people of Arcadia. And Arcadia's bounty to the rest of the galaxy, of course. Oh, we got everything. One of them, at least. Clinic's over there on your left, watering hole's a bit down on the right. Market's a straight shot down the lane. Before I forget, I have standing orders to send all newcomers to Minister Milverstreet. He's in the town hall. That'd be the one with the giant hologram on it. Can't miss it. Once again, welcome to Fairfield, the official new home of free trade and self-reliance on Eden.
Keep your petty skepticism. I'll pay my tab in no time. You'll see. Mark my words, when my deal comes through, I'll have enough bits to own this place.
That guard wasn't being ironical about the giant hologram over Town Hall. Well, guess we ought to go acquaint ourselves with that minister like she said.
Oh, no. Yet you see fit to keep me in a constant state of consternation. With each unauthorized act, you jeopardize our hold of Fairfield.
Yes, but you must understand, the Protectorate citizenry is a hair's breadth from defection. Within the week, I'm certain.
Certain. Like the week prior and the week before that. Impressive foresight you wield. Should apply to join the Order of the Ascendant.
It would be difficult enough to convert the stubborn populace without your soldiers' constant, ill-advised forays.
Enough! Your yipping reminds me of my 2 old canids. I loved those canids. You, on the other hand, are trying my patience. We don't want to try Auntie's patience, do we?
No,
Auntie.
Auntie.
Yes, I thought not. Now, unless you care to see what life in the lower rungs looks like, you will both of you cease your foolish maneuvering immediately. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, Auntie.
Good. See that it is done. I will brook no more disappointments. And while you're at it, you might want to look into your security situation, Commander. I'm not accustomed to an audience when addressing my subordinates.
Who in the void? Eavesdropping on Auntie's choice business is like to get a body shot for spying. Though you're not wanting for moxie. I'll give you that.
Now, hold a moment, Carr. When opportunity comes visiting, perhaps it's better not to riddle it full of holes. Our new compatriot may be of assistance.
A surprisingly good point, especially from you. She only forbade us using our own personnel. Be a whole other matter were a stranger to happen to aid one of us. But which? Well, you seem an observant sort, so I expect you'll tire of Milver Street's bluster soon enough. Come see me before agreeing to whatever absurdity he proposes. Unlike him, I have some work actually befitting your time. I'll be waiting.
Alone at last. I never thought she'd leave. Now then, allow me to introduce myself. I am D.B. Milver Street, Minister of Marketing, Duke of Demographics, Commercial Condottiere, President of Promotional Material. Tell me, do you believe in signs? Everything happens for a reason. Yes, I can see that kind of line working with our protectorate demographic. I do not believe in signs. I believe in opportunities. Right now, at this moment, you and I have an opportunity to save countless lives. But I'm hardly the type to beg and ask for nothing in return. Tell me, what do you desire of this island?
With that hat? Absolutely not.
Is this a bad time to mention I can read lips? I have some faint recollections of the fuzz beneath my hat. Perhaps I saw such a name amidst my perusal of the Protectorate domicile assignment records. The record room is in this building. You have my permission to peruse at your leisure. But surely a go-getter like yourself has more ambitious goals on our island. Share them with me, and we can brave them together. Ambitious, aren't we? Easily the best protected location on Paradise Island. Hardly a place for a stroll. But if you assist me, I promise to get you inside. Better yet, helping me shall result in our saving dozens, no, hundreds of lives. Your conscience shall be renewed. Auntie may demand Carr and I do nothing, but for each moment I remain inactive, dozens fall in meaningless combat. I seek a persuasive method of alleviating this conflict. The Protectorate utilizes a procedure known as mental refreshment to ease the temperament of wayward subjects. The Ministry of Accuracy contains vital information about the process and where it is performed. This is the prize I seek. I previously sent a grafted soldier, Trooper Sealong, to retrieve said information, but I have not heard from her in some time. Consequently, I must presume the worst. Yes, one additional word of warning. The good Commander Carr shall not take kindly to your working with me, though that is a bridge most worth burning in my estimate. An opportunity to attain my goals and stick my finger in Babylon's eye? Today's as grand as when I led in the performance department showing of Life of a Salesman. Find your way to the Ministry of Accuracy. And if Trooper Sealong is still alive, do send her back here to debrief. She's still contracted to us after all.
Watch out for that Auntie Cleo. I know she don't look it, but she's more dangerous than she seems. Even the whole of Spacer's Choice couldn't outmaneuver her.
Well, if it ain't DB Milver Street's newest sycophant. I'm Officer Babylon Carr, and you can consider that introduction the start and end of our personable relationship. If you'd spoken with me like I suggested, mayhaps the two of us could bandy words, but you didn't. And taking sides with Milver Street means I got no use for you. The peddler of half measures returns. Suppose it's too much to hope that you speak in half sentences. Make it quick, yeah?
Consider our arbiter.
Commander, there is a 98.7% chance that hunting Agent DeVries will require greater amounts of ammunition than you currently possess. Ammunition can be purchased at vending machines or crafted at a workbench using materials like this collection of scrap metal and powder.
I can also help you craft items in a pinch when we're out together. Most won't even explode on you.
Welcome, welcome. See anything you like?
Board of directors have to answer yourself.
See? It's quite simple. Now, why don't you get to shopping?
Now, upward and onward. This is one of my favorites, though admittedly I'm far from discerning.
sake! Finally find a... Swear, I almost had it this time. Everything all lined up. Easy mark, guaranteed moneymaker, favorable terms. Practically the recipe for success. Look like you've had your share of troubles. Ever had the perfect opportunity just slip through your fingers? So you can understand my situation then. I had just the thing to get me a fast-track promotion to lower middle management. Now you seem like someone who knows a good deal and wouldn't be adverse to helping me out. It's like this. I agreed to meet with a business associate to finalize a deal, but the location got set for Spire Grove. Problem is, you been outside of Fairfield? The funicular to Spire Grove broke recently, so I got no way to get up there. I'd break my neck scaling that cliff for sure. There's a long way around, but it's not for me. Why, the path there might be lousy with raptidons for all I know. It wasn't before, but mayhap they were just lulling me into a false sense of complacency so they can strike. While exploring facilities to the north, my partner unearthed a heretofore unexploited advanced protectorate technology. Couldn't or wouldn't go into details, but he promised every household would want one, that it'd revolutionize the daily life of Auntie's Choice citizens. Typical research type, focused on all the wrong things. Not particularly motivated by competition or social advancement. Strange bird. Pitched him the dumbest deal I could think of. Told him I'd trade him my entire tossball card collection for schematics or a prototype. Said sure. Complete rube. Didn't even ask about condition. My Kelvin Tran rookie card isn't even ultra fine. Got a piece of nicotine chewing gum stuck to it. Don't want to bargain none? Might suspicious, you ask me. Like maybe I ought to end this here conversation. I have a few bits I can offer you. Not much, but if it turns out a roaring success like it ought to, and I get a fat promotion, I promise I'll see you're taken care of later. Splendid! Go parlay with Jackson Plum up at Spire Grove. It's some kind of agricultural harvesting encampment southwest of here, near a mess of them rocky spires. He'll provide the agreed-upon schematics. The broke-down funicular is due west of here. Dexterous-looking so-and-so like yourself could probably scarp her up it in a jiffy. From there, it's just up the hill a smidge. So close, but so far away. At least for me, anyhow. Truth is, haven't the slightest. You know the Protectorate have all the most advanced technology, though. Probably something straight out of an Aetherwave serial. Edible spacesuits, N-ray specs, matter translocation. It could be anything. If Jackson's all fired up about it, it'll be beyond comprehension, I'm sure. All right then, don't let me keep you.
Might I have a word, Commander? I know I've been pushing to find DeVries, so this might seem a bit of a left turn. Avoid it. I'm just gonna ask. Got an old friend here on the island. The doctor who patched me up after Horizon Point. Ex-Protectorate, a good man. Tracked him to Westport a short time ago, but never got up the nerve to visit. Reckon we could drop by and pay him a visit. Brief one, of course. I'm being serious here, Commander. Could you try doing the same? I had some bad years on my own. Now with you here being part of a team, this might sound a mite soppy, but I feel like I could be a proper agent again. That starts with writing accounts. This friend of mine, Zebulon Tran, I let him down. And I've been chewing on that live wire for a while. Too long, maybe. After I recovered from Horizon Point, Zeb and I ran together for a spell, doing what we could to help folks in difficult spots. Fighting protectorate tyranny in small ways. Too small for Zeb, as it turned out. He was unhappy before I showed up, and after, well, all my directorate talk fired him up even more. I had my orders. I was to stay low. Couldn't let the protectorate catch wind of an Earth Directorate agent in its midst. But Zeb, he kept pushing to take more extreme action. I agree. But the problem with burning down the system is finding ways out for all the innocent folk trapped inside it. That wasn't the goal anyway. Just helping out where we could. We worked hard, but the Protectorate's arbiters and sentinels worked harder. Often than not, our help only made targets of the folks whose lives we were trying to improve. Didn't matter what we did. Arcadia was still caught under the Protectorate's boot. Yeah, maybe. Easier to say that on the other side of winning, though, ain't it? Anyway, things weren't good. Zeb and I couldn't find the rhythm we had before. We were arguing every day. Eventually, cutting ties just seemed for the best. Clean like. Only later I learned Zeb hadn't given up the struggle like I assumed he would. He got to stay in mental refreshment for his trouble. That's the last I heard of him. Teresa. Much appreciated, Commander. Promise, I won't be making a habit of pulling skeletons out of my closet. Westport's on the east side of the island. I tracked Zeb to somewhere on its outskirts, but never got up the nerve to visit before now. We ought to start there.
Nature. But Anti-Fizzos made them better with Anti-Cleo's patented mock apple cider.
patiently awaits repair. Resuming hostilities. Sequencing attack strategies.
Perhaps if I subjected it to a lot. Oh, hello there. Welcome to my little slice of paradise in paradise. I didn't hear you come in. I'm focused something fierce on my current project, you see. Well, aren't you the observant one? Yes, a crabble egg. I'm more than happy to tell you all the details of my project, since you asked. Like I was saying, friend, this here crabble egg is gonna make me a mountain of bits. See, crabble eggs contain carbon, oxygen, iron, and are each self-contained units. You know what else has all those things? Skip drives. Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna make me a mountain of bits selling skip drives made from crabble eggs. I'm basically there. I just need to figure out the process of turning the eggs into skip drives. And I'll be off to the races. Oh, wow, really? Everyone else told me I was mad. I really appreciate your words of encouragement, friend. I'll make sure you get one of the very first crabble-based skip drives. Please take this as a small thank you. It is? Fascinating. Did you see any unusual behavior? Any changes in crabble familial dynamics? Or the emergence of any new evolutionary traits? Oh, yes. Crabbles are fascinating. So much nuance and personality. You can tell how they're feeling just by listening to how they clack their shells.
The real reason wireless-free Arcadia exists. Advertising. Say, you've got your alien-planting corollary in my...
Thanks, friend. Now, back to my experiment.
Try it. Despite the countless voices screaming in your head not to.
Oh, it's like sour milk and expired medicine. And despite this male-believer barbitive mouthfeel, I feel great.
can't believe some of those protectorate hull heads just couldn't see the benefit of self-defense.
Yeah, let them simmer in themselves.
Whoa, Val. Watch where you're pointing that shooter of yours. You've been pitching a little unevenly.
Since the fastball incident of 97, automechs are not permitted to participate in tossball games, leagues, or tournaments.
I mean, your aim's been off. Wouldn't want me or the good commander here catching any strays.
When attempting to capture a stray animal, approach slowly and quietly. If the animal senses danger, it may grow aggressive.
You know what? Forget I said anything. You're doing great.
Entering a confrontational state.
Ready to waste them on your command.
Seems nowhere on Paradise Island's going untouched by it.
How are you still upright over there?
I'll take fighting raps over living in a surveillance state any day of the week.
must trust our good.
Ain't as tough as you thought. Hey you! Get over here before you get yourself killed.
No, you ain't got what I need. And you can't come stumbling around here looking like prey. These raps ain't had a bite to eat since their pods dropped from the look of it. And a desperate rapt is a dangerous rapt. Yeah? Well, I'm Trooper Silong. Inez, former combat medic, Enhanced Soldier Division. Now just a menial troubleshooter who looks to have gotten her job swept out from under her. They're always counting me out. Every single one of them. And now, they ain't even letting me finish the jobs they send me on. Kinda making it hard to prove myself here. And this rep didn't even have anything that could help my graft. This whole thing's a wash. Sick of it. I know, I ain't blaming you. That's part of climbing the ladder. Ain't but one rung at the bottom, and everyone's keen to get a foothold. Can't exactly afford to be picky about the jobs that come my way neither. Considering my condition, options are limited. If you had, you'd know. Unless you're accustomed to seeing folk roaming around with exposed muscle fibers or stunted extra limbs on their backs. Sorry. Guess I'm just used to folks staring real hard and then steering clear. I'm considered a liability. My graph's all wrong. Most everyone else who got one passed or became permanently incapacitated. So they shuttered the program. It was a total failure. Everyone in Fairfield reckons my time will come soon too. But I'm still mostly upright. For now. I just know I can do more for Auntie and for the war. It's just this damn contract. Unless I can amend it so I might fix my graft, proving myself ain't happening anytime soon. Weren't many of us grafted soldiers to begin with. To think I'm one of the lucky ones. No. Enhanced Soldier Division was the fancy public-facing name for the grafting program. And when I say it was shuttered, I mean completely fucking demolished. Bet they'd erase it from the financial records if they could. It was that much of an embarrassment. In the wake of such a failure, it's left us grafted folks with no support. I only been able to treat my own ailments thanks to Doc Tinsley in Fairfield. She worked for the program for a time. She's a good one. She's bound by contract to work on whatever task Fairfield's illustrious leader set her to, nothing else. But she also ain't quite got the hang of the employment thing. You looked at the fine print of an employment contract lately? It says any action taken by a worker that could result in impeded work must be approved by the contract holder. Not only would trying to fix my graft impede my work, but it's also financially unviable, unproven, a risky investment. So I'm stuck with a limb that's slowly poisoning me. Could pursue fixing it myself were I out of my contract, but if I attempted to end it, I'd have to waive all employment rights for the next year. That's a non-starter. All right. Suppose if you've been in my position and managed to do well for yourself, could be an option worth keeping on the table, if all else fails. Get the feeling you will. Anyhow, think I'll return to Fairfield to have a little chat with Milver Street. Good luck in there. Mind the raps.
just me, or did Inez remind you of Helen? Tough like her. Shame she's been Andy's choice.
Engaging hostile life forms.
Don't make me bury another agent!
Inez remind you of Helen. Tough like her. Shame she's been Andy's choice.
On your command.
Standing by with life support.
Nobody around. Let me know when you need a distraction. Commander, watch your vital!
Engaging hostile life.
Give the order and I'll take care of him, Commander.
Now. Commander's vital stats have reached an alarming low.
Inbound Raptidon. Engaging combat protocols. Commander, you are dying. Raised at this time. Highly classified information would be of interest to Minister Milverstreet.
Auntie's Choice knows that a better you is just 3 pills and an ointment away.
Ah, hell. I've stood this post so many times I can do it in my sleep.
Don't go into that cheap saloon if you got a lick of gumption. They got no tolerance for it. Why do you think I'm out here? Has nothing to do with my...
I don't much appreciate you undermining my work, Minister. When have I ever not made a go of a job for you, huh? Is it so damn hard to extend a mind of trust?
Bad Trooper Sealong, no mind. The individuality encouraged by Auntie's Choice sometimes inspires employees to speak out of turn. How has your progress been? Have you acquired what we discussed? Excellent! At least that someone in my employ can be relied upon. Here, have one of my finest suits as a token of thanks. May it aid in your capture of hearts and minds.
Again, you gave away my job and told my replacement to send me home. That don't make me wayward, and it sure as shit don't make me unreliable. If this contract weren't staying my hand, I reckon you'd be answering to it right about now. Were it that easy, we'd be seeing a lot more folk limping around Fairfield.
Please pay this disgruntled employee no mind. What would she do without Auntie's hand to guide her if she were unemployed? I should think death the preferable alternative.
That's it. I'd rather be a down-and-outer for the rest of my life than crushed under your counterfeit leather boa boot a second longer. I quit!
Are you mad? Has everyone around me gone mad? This is unheard of, and I might add, you'll not be welcome with an Auntie's Choice once more. We'll not take a contract shirker back into our fold.
So you say, but Auntie's Choice ain't seen a trooper like me before. You'll regret counting me out. Till then, I hope you choke on your mock apple martinis. And you, I got a proposition for you. Come find me when you're done with this clown.
She will most assuredly regret her decision, most assuredly. But I suppose that is no longer my concern. Now, if you're finished urging workers to quit, let's move on. The acquisition of this information is but the first part of my plan to bring our foes into the fold and to ensure my future. The second is my operation in Westport. Worry not. The culmination of my plan will bring me the tools to aid you in your endeavor to enter the Vox station. Westport is a shell of the bustling town it was prior to the invasion, though a handful of Protectorate Yesayers still cling to it. My plan requires their conversion. Verily. On to business. I've a kit of supplies to aid you, items to cajole or to dissuade. Sabotage the town or sway the citizenry. The choice is yours. Should pose no trouble for a go-getter like you. Westport represents a challenge. The challenge presented by the majority of the Protectorate. Fairfield citizenry were given ample incentive to fold, for they could see the freedom we offer firsthand. But the people of Westport are stubborn enough to risk death for their ideals and cannot be swayed by the lights of Fairfield. If I can convert them, I can convert anyone. Excellent. Here's the kit. Advertisement tapes, ambidextrine, assorted stimulants, free samples of Purple Berry Crunch, everything you need to wage war on the undecided mind. With that, I shall mark the locale. Begin with the vigilant Hogarth. Motivate him to depart, and his subjects will trot in file behind him, woolly cow-like. Now, I'm sure you've asked yourself, for a task so involved, shall the reward be worthwhile? Well, wonder no longer. For the completion of this deed, I'm prepared to offer you an exact replica of my one-of-a-kind, limited production, gentle person's Oxonian. Of course, I'll be happy to pay you as well, but I was under the impression that good looks were priceless. Then consider yourself officially deputized in the war to further innovation and the free market. Be forewarned. I can only guess at the needs of the denizens of Westport. You must engage with them, gauge their situation. Only then can you motivate them adequately. While I can't say for certain, I strongly suspect not. Westport no longer possesses any strategic value. The Protectorate has no reason to defend a half-sunken town. Still, I would come prepared with anything you think you might require. Paradise Island brims with danger, even if Westport itself seems safe. Do I look like Officer Carr to you? Guns.
All done in there? Was hoping we could chat. Hope that little dust-up back there didn't put you off. My contract had me caged, and I was glad to get a few licks in during the jailbreak. Got a proposition. Since I'm newly free-ranged, and you're free-ranged yourself, thinking we ought to team up. You're going places. I want to go too. If you help me fix my graft, you'll retain the services of a fully functioning enhanced soldier. Me. Don't matter what you set your mind to, together, we'll be unstoppable. And in time, maybe I'll have earned myself the clout to be welcomed back into Auntie's Choice. I can be on my own for a time, but I'd rather it not be permanent. Besides, where else can I turn from nothing to something? I did, but I can't expect someone else to foot the bill if there's no guaranteed treatment will work. So I'll take on the risk myself. A go-getter attitude's always rewarded. I get it. You're skeptical. If you got more questions, go on and ask them. You'll not find me hiding anything in the fine print. Had a feeling you knew a good offer when you seen it. Once I'm in top form, you'll be pleasantly surprised to see what I'm capable of. Just gotta find out how to get there first. Doc Tinsley worked with graphs for some time before she came to Fairfield. Damn fine scientist. Reckon we should visit her lab at the edge of town to see if she's got ideas for us.
This much of a crowd's not likely to keep a low profile. Someone ought to head back to mind the ship. I didn't mean me, but all right. I see where your head's at. Keep safe out there.
After you.
Welcome, welcome. See anything you like? Well, if it isn't a new face in Fairfield. What I meant to say is that we now have the new improved Purple Berry Crunch. Now with 10% more flavor. Or was it crunch? Now, there's a stumper. I'll be honest, I'm not quite sure. Volume, maybe? Breakability? Really feel like I should know this. Anyway, let's try this again. Welcome to More Perfect Goods, a proud Auntie's Choice franchise. How can I improve your day? Like they say, a bit spent today is a bullet fired tomorrow.
That was sponsored by Auntie's Choice Office of Munitions and Catering. Time to restock your arsenal? Planning a key business dinner or banquet event? They have everything you need in one place. Next up, something reasonably peppy.
There's a fancy king. Wow, that's a real beauty. Let's see what's inside and get back to our duty.
Hey, we gotta talk about all the killing you've done. Specifically of my old co-workers. I understand that things might come up, give you no choice. But for all they've done, these folk are still mine. If we can avoid bloodshed, we should. Yeah, all right. Just don't put me in this spot again, Commander. I like what we got going. Be a right shame to end up on one another's blacklist.